Fun is for women and children. Men conquer. I don't care about having fun. I don't care about parties. I don't care about festivals. I care about conquest. You wake up thinking about fun. What am I doing this weekend? Where's the party? What's the move? Meanwhile, your empire isn't built. Your mother isn't retired. Your body isn't strong. Your bank account is empty. And you're worried about fun. Let me tell you what real men do. Real men conquer. Real men build empires. Real men fulfill their duty. And they find their happiness in the struggle, not in the party. Young men ask me all the time, what's fun? I tell them doing what you're supposed to do is fun. Fulfilling your duty is fun. Being proud of yourself is fun. That's the only fun you need. You don't need hedonism. You don't need this black hole of chasing pleasure. That doesn't lead anywhere. Think about Genghis Khan. He wakes up, what can I do for fun? Play an instrument. Boring. Sleep with another woman. Kid number 84. Boring. You know what he did? He said to his men, let's get our horses and ride over there. Whatever we find, let's take it. Why? Because it's the instinct to conquer. It's inside every man. The Matrix has dumbed this down. They try to numb you with entertainment. They try to put you in the festival crowd. They numb you with depression and medication. But truthfully, if you're a man and you look in the mirror, what will make me happy? My empire will make me happy. That's why Alexander the Great did what he did. That's why Julius Caesar did what he did. That's why Genghis Khan did what he did. They didn't have Google Maps. They didn't know where they were going. They just decided, we're going to take things and show we're the best. That's what successful men do now, in a financial sense. Why am I making money? I have nothing to buy. There's nothing to buy. I have 4 Koenigsegg's, a Rimac, a Bugatti, 53 other cars, properties everywhere. There's nothing left to buy. I'm winning the game. I'm conquering. That's what's going to give you purpose in life. Conquest. Men have always been this way. The Mongols raided Vienna. Do you know how long it takes to ride from Mongolia to Austria on a horse? And they were still angry enough and bored enough to go, we need that city over there. That's the masculine essence, and it's been numbed down inside of people. Do you think they were ever considering fun during this conquest? I don't think they were. The entire world was built by this God-given drive to conquer. And conquest doesn't always mean dominate others. You can conquer the sky by building a skyscraper. You can conquer by building roads. You can conquer by construction, not only by destruction. You conquer by showing up to new territory and having a beautiful family and creating children. I think that's inside every single man. I think it's been dumbed down by the Matrix, but I'm not interested in fun. I don't understand the concept of fun. Fun is for women and children. Last night I went to a restaurant. My brother and I, maybe 25 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. We sit down at this table. Fancy food comes, bottles of champagne come. The girls are laughing, drinking, having fun. Never at any point during the entire experience did I have any fun. I sat down on my phone, checked how much money I had, did some work, replied to important people, spoke to my fight coach about training, spoke to my legal team. Everyone around me is having fun. I'm getting things done. But never did I ever for a second feel fun. And I don't want to. I say this all the time to the people I care about. Your life is fun and my life is stress. But you are mine. You're my woman, so you're allowed to have fun. And my life is going to stay stress. But you are mine. I have my fun via proxy by making sure everybody I love has fun. I don't want any fun. I provide fun. But I don't have any fun. I don't even have fun in providing fun. It's just my obligation. Everyone around me has fun. I'm working. And I want to make this very clear to people at home. I don't want anyone to think I'm unhappy or depressed or miserable from this. This is just how I view the world. I don't want to have fun. I don't look at fun and think I'm missing out. I look at fun and think, I'm glad they're enjoying their fun. It's like, food, you want this cake? No, well, everyone else wants it. I'm glad they want the cake. Cake tastes good. That's great. I don't want the cake. I will provide the cake. I'm a baker. I can give you cake, but I don't want any. I don't think in the concept of fun. I don't enjoy fun ever. All I want to do is monumentally achieve endlessly. That's all I'm interested in. You don't need parties. You don't need festivals. You don't need fun. Fun is the vector from which destruction operates. You make money. You don't retire your mother. You don't help the world. You don't give to charity. You don't become stronger. You don't become wiser. You don't learn anything. Life's not about fun as a man. Life is about doing the right thing because it must be done. You do not need fun until you've already reached the highest possible echelon. So this whole idea that you need fun in your life, you don't. What you need is purpose. You need discipline. You need things to do which are going to benefit you and others around you. You need performance metrics. You don't need to be waking up thinking about fun. You're not important. Nobody knows who you are. You're not physically strong. You're not financially wealthy. You have bigger concerns. Hey, what are we going to do this weekend? We need to have some fun. Really? Have you actually gone out there in the universe and made a mark large enough that you're allowed some time off to have fun? You don't deserve any fun. You don't need any fun. You have work to do. These things you think are fun aren't fun. For a man, your contentment will come from your purpose. It will come from your competence. It will come from succeeding at objectives. It will never come from easily accessible hedonism. If everybody can go to that concert, you shouldn't want to go. You should only want to do things others can't do. The only fun I have is doing things I know you're not allowed to do. But if you say to me, Andrew, come to this party, and I say, well, who's there? Everyone. If everyone's there, it's trash. And the fact that you think that's fun shows that you have a severe mental deficiency. You're only going to find actual fun through purpose. And you're only going to find purpose through exceptionalism. So you need to become the best possible version of yourself in all realms. You're unhappy because you're trying to have fun instead of trying to become important. and you're never going to feel satisfied in your heart unless you become important. So how do you find happiness? Happiness is in struggle. The struggle and the size of the struggle you're facing is directly correlated to how successful and how happy you're going to feel. Solving problems leads to a positive place. Once you become addicted to it, you're going to become a machine of monumental achievement. There are some very simple basic things you can do: weight training, chess, trying your very best to take care of your mother and retire her. You need goals and resistance and something to fight against to live well. If you only have joy all the time and no pain, you are not going to be happy. Difficult lives are fulfilling because we used to have to hunt and fish and go through difficulty to survive. I often see when I speak to people who are too comfortable, they end up being unhappy. You must earn happiness. You must climb a mountain. You must struggle yourself to happiness. There must be physical, mental, social, some kind of spiritual struggle. The only other alternative to that to feel good is hedonism. And that's not going to satisfy you for very long. And it's also going to destroy your life. Next, you want to try and make as much money as possible. Not even necessarily for the money, although money is extremely important because it allows you to take care of yourself. But there's a challenge involved, and solving that challenge is going to make you feel more satisfied as a human. Happiness comes from success. And making money a success, that's why I quit drinking. People think I quit drinking because I reverted to Islam. That's not why. I actually quit drinking 2 months before that, and I was extremely effective on alcohol. I was still world famous. I was still making millions of dollars. I was still in fantastic physical condition. All the videos you watched of me from a year and a half ago, I still looked like a bodybuilder. I still outperformed everybody. I didn't have a drink problem. I could easily quit. In fact, I didn't even want to drink most of the time. It's just when a party's going on, I was still monumentally successful on alcohol. And I could continue to drink alcohol for the rest of my life and still be top G forever. But I stopped because I thought, will I enjoy having less fun? Will it be fun to have less fun? I was sitting with my brother. We got on a private jet. We were drinking gin and tonics the whole time. It was $250 per megabyte of Wi-Fi. So we put the Wi-Fi on and played music to run up this 30,000 Wi-Fi bill on the 52,000 jet drinking alcohol. We flew into Cannes, France. We landed. We stayed in this massive mansion with all these beautiful women. And when it ended, I said to my brother, okay, that's all fun, but would it be fun to have less fun? Maybe instead of spending all of our money doing this stuff, we should spend all of our money getting very regimented. We should have loads of staff members. We should be up at exactly 7:46. At 8:01, we should go into the gym. We should finish at 8:27. We should have everything regimented. We should produce more content than ever before. Become richer than ever before. But just remove the fun and have fun and not having fun and just being monumentally competent and effective. My brother said, that doesn't sound very fun. I said, well, yeah, you can continue to have fun. I'll be the boring one. Let me try for 6 months to give up all fun and just be boring. And then I learned some very interesting things during that time. First, I learned that the whole idea of drinking for being social is now gone. When you're 21 and you didn't drink, you didn't have a life. 10, 15 years ago, you just went out, clubs, girls, drunk. It was a social thing. And if you didn't drink, people were like, why? You're socially weird. But now you don't need that for socializing at all. There's no reason to drink for socializing because everything's online anyway. You meet everybody on apps. Nobody cares about drinking anymore. The second thing I learned is that being exceptionally regimented is fun. I enjoy it just as much. So now I'm sitting there going, well, I enjoy it just as much and I'm not damaging my health. I enjoy it just as much and I'm making more money. I enjoy it just as much. I don't have all these girls messaging my phone annoying me. It's kind of amazing. I just said girls messaging my phone annoying me. It's every man's dream to have 50 beautiful women begging him on his phone. I can't explain how much it annoys me. It really truly ruins my day when a beautiful girl's like, can I see you? I'm like, I've got things. I've got work to do. I'm regimented. I have to sit here and type. I don't want to have fun and party. Any of that. I want to do emails. You don't get it, woman. That's my fun now. Regimen. So I decided to dedicate 6 months to being boring. And by the end of the 6 months, I was having so much fun being boring that now I will probably never drink again. I'm 0% tempted by fun. When someone goes, hey, Andrew, we're going to go here and it's going to be fun. I'm like, no, you have fun. You enjoy. I don't want to go to clubs. I don't want to go to some party. People say, when you're free, where are you going to go? I'm like, truthfully, nowhere. I'll stay in my house. I'm not interested in traveling. I'm not interested in seeing anything. I've seen it all anyway. I've been everywhere. I can go to a restaurant in Bucharest, or I can get on a plane and fly to France and go to a restaurant in France. Who cares? I'm overall. I want to run my empire. I want to spend time with people I love. I want to beat my brother at Uno. That's it. Maybe I've gotten boring. Maybe I've leaned too much into the boring character. But fun isn't fun. And achieving things at work is fun. The only thing I guess I can say I do for fun is driving fast cars. But then I need to make 800,000 to buy a Ferrari. So it's still work involved. People are afraid of accepting there's a problem. Because then they know they have a responsibility. And they don't want to do anything. 1, because they're lazy. 2, because they're afraid they might lose. So they'd rather pretend there's no problem at all. And I think it's not always the winning and the losing. It's the fighting in the first place. If you're only going to fight when you're guaranteed to win, then no bravery is required. Forget about the winning and losing for now. Focus on the fight. If you do not overcome your tendency to give up so easily, your life will lead to nothing. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. You have to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, especially your impulses, or else you're going to lose yourself. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by men who kept fighting when there seemed to be no hope at all. When I hear people say, it's hard, I don't have time, all you're doing is telling me you're a loser. Every single winner feels the same as you do. The difference is they do not quit. They do not give up. They do not make excuses. They stay on the highway. You cannot stop. You cannot give up. Most of you are happy to be losers part-time. You want to escape. But then that new video game comes out. I'll just play the video game. I'll just be a loser for 2 more weeks. Then I'll get back to trying to escape the Matrix. It doesn't work that way. You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. When a rocket is flying out towards the moon to escape the atmosphere, it doesn't pause halfway up the sky, does it? You cannot be lazy. No more video games, no more loser antics, no more dumb stuff. You are the only person who can make this work. And you're also the only person who can mess this up. Don't be one of those people. Never quit. Never give up. It's amazing what you can achieve if you never give up. There are winners and losers in the world. You are either a winner who dedicates himself, never gives up, continues to learn, does everything he knows he needs to do regardless of how he feels. Or you're a loser who makes excuses and stays invisible for the rest of human time. For there to be winners, there has to be losers. Therefore, if God is going to give you the chance to become a successful person, he has to make it difficult. He has to lay out a gauntlet. Because within that gauntlet, some people will quit. And they can go become losers, which allows the people who do not quit to be winners. You see that Bugatti next to the Ferrari. You think I got them being a quitter. You think I gave up when things got hard to get that car. That car is nothing but a symbol to the fact that I don't quit. Until you have had the taste of finishing, you will not respect yourself. Come hell or high water, tears and struggles and pain. You go through it anyway. And you continue to fight on no matter the circumstances. After a while, something begins to wither inside of you. You're going to have such a period in your life where it seems like it's not working. You're going to have a lot of trials and challenges, and everybody has a turn back moment where the direction you're going, you will have to make a decision to keep going or you turn back. I think that's what the poet meant when he says, out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there may be for my unconquerable soul. You have an unconquerable soul. Are there any fighters in here? I fought my way up. I fought to get to work. I fought to stand. I fought to carry on. I fought to love. I fought to get out of bed. I fought with my fears. I fought with my insecurities. I fought with haters, backbiters, and betrayers. And many times I laid in the bed. I couldn't go to sleep because I was fighting with myself. I fought a good fight. You might not have seen it. You saw the glamour. But let me tell you what you didn't see. I fought to do that. Here's what you need to understand. Fun is a distraction. Purpose is the path. Struggle is where happiness lies. And quitting is what separates winners from losers. You have an unconquerable soul. Use it. Stop looking for fun. Stop looking for comfort. Stop looking for the easy path. Start fighting. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Make the decision. Now, not tomorrow. Not next week. Fight.